He was suspended for his alleged part in a Bay Area plus. The release of CIA documents is raising new questions about hackers stealing your information from the dark web. Coming up, we're going to sit down with our tech expert about online dangers and how you can protect your identity. The recent WikiLeaks dump of CIA documents has raised questions about the dark web. How are hackers able to steal classified information, personal information? How could that happen to you? For more, I'm joined now by KTVU tech expert Ryan Eldridge from Nerds on Call. Thanks for being with us. First of all, the dark web, it's not something that you can just go online and type in dark web and you're in there. It takes some expertise to get there, right?
In order to get there, you really have to kind of know somebody. You have to be in an IRC chat room. You have to be where other hackers are hanging out. If you use a browser extension or a browser network called Tor, there's a hidden wiki page you can go to and you'll see a list of all the websites. But it's not generally something where we're going to go. The average human's not going to go there.
Right. Because what's there? Not a lot of good stuff is there.
Imagine everything that's illegal. So if you remember a few years ago, there was a big website takedown called the Silk Road, and it was a multi-billion-dollar website that was selling illegal drugs.
Right.
Well, that's just a small part. There's another website called Carter's Market, which Kevin Poulsen wrote a book called Kingpin back in 2011. Where they were selling credit card numbers, credit card machines, how to make your own credit cards, things like that, and that's another huge part. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is disseminated across hundreds of thousands of servers and networks worldwide, and so it's really difficult to pin down because it is so diverse and scattered.
Right. Yeah. And there was a big takedown just recently on the dark web. Tell me about that. So
Network World was reporting on March 10th. They were reporting somebody else's report called the Onion Scan. And essentially what happened was, and the Anonymous, which is a hacker-affiliated group, what they did is they kind of got together and they saw this one particular web service that was hosting illegal content, specifically child pornography.
Right.
And they decided this wasn't cool. They didn't like it. They figured that the hoster had to know that this amount of data was being served to the public, and so they decided to take action and take it down. Well, when they did, it caused this cascading effect across the entire dark web. Now, nearly 85% of what was reported back in April of 2000 was 30,000 different websites, is now only 4,400. So 85% of the dark web was gutted by this one hacker that came in and just said, hey, this isn't right, I'm going to take this down. But this isn't unusual. It's like a thieves' den. There's no real allegiance to anyone else, and so they're always infighting and they're kind of taking each other down. And
why aren't authorities taking down these websites?
Well, for the one reason I said before is it's a disseminated network. It's all over and it's worldwide, and so the authorities, they need cooperation from foreign governments to get in there sometimes, and they anonymize their usage. They delete their logs. And this one hosting network that was taken down was a free network, so it had all kinds of different things on it. So,
okay, so the biggest concern for us is that we don't want our personal information, credit card information, passwords, financial information on the dark web. So how do we keep it out of there?
Well, the bad news is it's likely already there. I mean, almost everybody's username and passwords is somewhere on a list somewhere that's for sale on the dark web. But what you can do to protect yourself is, one, use secure passwords. And you can do that by creating a basic algorithm to your passwords rather than the same username and password all the time.
How do you do that?
Well, what you do is take the first couple of letters of the website you're on, maybe your kid's birth date, and then a couple of letters of your favorite song.
Okay.
Right? And that gives you a unique password for every website you go to.
Right.
Or use a service like LastPass, which is a free service that will anonymize your passwords and keep a little scorecard for you so you can just log in from anywhere.
But the worst thing you can do is keep the same password and use it over and over for multiple sites.
Yes,
right?
a lot of us do that because, I mean, who wants to remember 100 passwords?
Right.
Yeah, I used to know a reporter that used to work here, Kiva Arnold. She used to keep it all in her Evernote, and that's one password away from disaster.
Okay.
So LastPass works a lot better. And also just keep your operating systems up to date. Use anti-malware, antivirus software, the stuff we've all been talking about for years. Use it because it's going to protect you. So when that CIA leak came out, iOS was already compromised, and Apple said, hey, most of these have already been patched if they just keep their operatings up to date. Yeah.
All right, Ryan, we're out of time. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Lots of information on the dark web and why to avoid getting on the dark web. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
President Trump's new